We believe that education is the fastest way out of poverty. Our public education system can take someone who lives in poverty and bring them to prosperity. So we focused our attention on helping kids increase their student achievement. We focus on elementary schools and middle schools, Title I schools, high poverty schools, schools that are underperforming.
Imagine your children going through middle school without a computer, and that usually hits home. They say, oh, that would have been impossible. So what we're doing is we're filling that gap, and we're making the students that we provide the service to on an equal footing.
Our family engagement work is one of our key initiatives, and we know that 2 out of 3 families in Atlanta in high poverty communities do not have a computer in the home. So we provide those families with access to computers, training on the software that's on these computers, and then they go home with what we call a home learning center because it has educational software, Microsoft Office, and it's Wi-Fi enabled, and these families can continue learning at home.
When we go to the workshops, seeing the families, they come in a little tentative, but by the time they leave there, they are truly empowered and I think feel more powerful as parents in helping their children. They seem hopeful when they leave.
He used to come home and he'd just sit there and do his homework and then go to his room. And, you know, when I couldn't help him, I didn't know what to do. But now he comes home, we sit there together, we do homework together, and it's really made us a lot closer that way.
I had some times where I struggled, and PowerMyLearning had helped me through those tough times.
It helped me to help him, and it helped him in school to accomplish more than he even thought he could.
And ultimately, if you look at the research, in order to move student achievement, it takes extended hours. So this is going to allow us to extend the school day. So we are excited to know that not only are the students going to be engaged just by being on the laptops, but they also are going to be getting the information that they need to be successful in April for the Georgia Milestones Assessment.
We begin providing professional development services for the teachers so that they're supported in their goals in working in the classroom, so that they're able to begin really incorporating those 21st century learning techniques, allowing their students to be creative, to collaborate, to communicate, and think critically about the work that they're doing.
PowerMyLearning is a critical resource because it is the only organization that I know of that lifts up teaching and learning. And if we don't use the technology, it's impossible to connect with the kids. Lots of teachers came into the field before this digital era took off. And relearning how you teach takes special training and skill building. And PowerMyLearning does that for teachers.
The coach has been a great asset to me. And the coach has helped me with the stations. I assign a playlist according to what we're doing at that particular time based on the standard or remediation or enrichment activity.
We had the coach working with our teachers in the classroom and improving technology use with students. So it really has impacted our instructional delivery model. After the first year, we saw some gains in mathematics, and I do contribute that to the work and partnership with PowerMyLearning.
We also have a platform called PowerMyLearning Connect, which contains 5,000 different games, activities, stimulations, videos. So if you're a teacher or if you're a parent at home or a student, you don't have to go and search Google and try to find what's out there. We bring that all to you in our platform and make it available to you for free.
We've seen the results. It's in research we've done. We know this works.
When I first started using PowerMyLearning, 65% of my students passed the math portion of the CRCT test. This last go round, about 88% of my students passed the math portion of the CRCT test.
We were once what the state defined as a focus school. We actually made gains over the 3-year period, and we're no longer a focus school.
His grades started going up. Now in his new year, he's actually in math honors.
It really is the whole picture because it brings in the teachers and it brings in the educators and the families, and that's why it's a whole solution for learning.
If it wasn't for PowerMyLearning, I don't think we would have made it this far.
I would recommend PowerMyLearning to everyone.
It's giving the students the hope that they need to be able to advance, the foundation for them to be able to graduate from high school and go beyond that, and the ability to obtain better employment and a better life.